what's up guys, this is Racing Rev, and finally it is time that we have a view on FCR 2026. So I guess you must have heard it by now that Dan Andre has finally posted a lap around Australia with the FCR 2026 update. It's still a work in progress. So we are just gonna go through the video. We are gonna try to decode as much things as possible. We are going to try to find out as much things as possible from the footage that we have been given and try to figure out what things will be there in the FCR 2026 update and what we can look for and what has already been worked on. So without wasting any time, let's go. So for now, I'm just going to turn the audio of the footage off so that you can hear me properly. And from the first look, here we can see we are in Australia, of course. We can see the pit lane here, and this is going to be the new UI, it looks like, and I have mixed feelings with the UI. We are gonna talk more about why I am saying that and a lot of the things. Here we can see this is the accelerator, this is the brake, of course, and this is the left and this is the right. This is the left and this is the right side. Steering with the buttons. This footage has the controls with the buttons. I think this is the overtake mode that we have here with the battery. This is the straight mode, and this is the rear view mirror. This is the change of mirror option that we have, and this is the pause play menu. So let's have a look around the lap and what Dan has been cooking so far. We see that the hand, now if we see how the hand movements are, it's kind of jacky. Maybe it is also a work in progress. Now I want to move your attention to here. Once again, let me get the brush. We have the straight mode here. That is, the straight mode is active. We can see that we have overtake mode down here. We have a plus button and a minus button, and it is saying that the rear wing and front wing are open here in this area. So this is where the UI is gonna look like when with different things showing up. We still don't have the steering wheel display for now. Okay, let's move on. This is the start finish straight. We have the lap counter start. This is turn 1. Going through turn 1, turn 2 looks pretty realistic, of course, and towards turn 3, and we have here Lyco braking. Here if I bring your attention a little bit here, you see there is the plus and there is the minus button. So but my assumption here is that these are for controlling battery modes. In my opinion, I think this minus button is going to change the different. I think this minus button is for going down the battery modes, that is harvest more, and this plus button is for like deploy more, most probably. But there is a problem with this. Let's say a player is playing with this steering controls, like let's say he is playing with the steerings or he is playing with the button controls. So he will have to steer using the buttons while actively trying to use the accelerator and brake pedals with his right and left hand both. And so how is he gonna use these plus and minus buttons? It is going to be kind of hard for him to access these minus and plus buttons. I hope there will be a feature to move all these around so that I can move the plus button as I want, as wherever my comfort position is, the minus button, the accelerator, the brake, the buttons of the controls. Yeah, let's see how that goes on and let's move on. And so now let's see the rest of the lap. We see turn 3, turn 4, turn 5 towards turn 6, and the track of course feels pretty realistic, of course, because I told you it is gonna be pretty realistic as we are going through the straight. There are grandstands here, but there is one thing that I don't know if it, most probably it's because of optimization. That is, if you look into the distance here, it is pretty blurry kind of. I think most probably it is because of optimization. If you look into the distance, even not even in the distance, in this board actually, if that board of the racing rev advertisement was also very blurry, even the brake markers, the 50 board markers, the 100-meter markers were pretty blurry. These trees are pretty blurry for now. Most probably is because of optimization reasons, in my opinion, but we will have to see. And let's just go back for a few seconds. Let's just look at the battery. Okay, there we go. Let's just look at the battery through this straight. You see through turn 6, this is I believe, yes, towards the straight. You press overtake mode and then we start harvesting. I mean overtake mode, and we start deploying, and then it starts clipping at 8th gear and the speed is decreasing. We are clipping. It takes through 7th gear and we go overtake mode once again. We hit the end of the battery and we start LICO and brakes. So I saw that the energy is not recovering enough under the brakes. So maybe there are settings that we can change to, like in monoposto there is a setting to choose between how much we can choose to deploy or how much we can choose to recover. Maybe there will be a settings here too. So yeah, let's see more. Towards the final corner there is a lot of LICO and harvesting through here, LICO braking. So a lot less battery is being harvested under braking. But now we press overtake mode once again. We have the straight mode and battery is ending and super clipping starts. So kind of this feels good enough. And if we look at the lap, if we look at the lap time, it is a 106.053, which is kind of weird because the 2026 pole lap by George Russell was a 118, I believe. So we will have to see how realistic this time is, or I mean the Dan is still working on the physics of the game, so maybe the physics is a little bit jacky. And from the footage, like from the movement of his driving through this corner, through the high speed turn 10 11, you can see how jacky this feels with the button controls. So yeah, maybe more to be worked on there. You can see the beautiful Racing Rev logo here, the FCR logo here, more Racing Rev logos here. I feel it's beautiful. So yeah, that's it. I guess that is the only thing we need to see yet. The graphics looks much better than what FCR 2025 was, I believe. And the I believe that the graphics already looks much better than it could ever be in FCR 2025. I mean, just look through these areas. Maybe a little more work to do. And right now everything feels bland kind of, because like the road, the grass, the walls, everything is just sharing the same kind of reflections. So maybe if there are some changes to that, maybe it will look even better. But yeah, work, I think a lot of work is to be done on the graphic sides, and this is just the hot lap. We'll have to see what Dan is cooking for qualifying, for race, how the AI is gonna be. So I think we should keep more of our patience in. We're working on the game. And so that's it for today's video. I hope you are happy to see this. And we are working hard on the game. We will continue to work on the game. Dan is giving it everything. And that's it from my side for this video. I'll see you guys with more news on FCR as soon as it comes out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.